Welcome to the Valantic Supply Chain Insight series. In these brief videos, we will explore how to enhance your supply chain process by using Anaplan, a best-in-class planning solution. As a demand planner, my goal is to predict future customer demand as accurate as possible. So therefore, we consider various inputs such as historical order intake, product lifecycle information, sales or marketing input, as well as customer input if it's available. Today, we will explore our new product development dashboard in Anaplan, focusing on the launch of our new 16-inch laptop, as you can see here in the top right corner. But starting from the development phase section at the top, we can see a high-level view of the product development lifecycle. So here we can track the progress of our new product through different stages like concept and testing, design validation, and manufacturability. Each stage has its own key milestones and deadlines, ensuring that the product development stays on track. But let's start and have a closer look at the year-by-year launch plan here at the bottom left. So this grid is the heart of our launch planning. Here we break down our sales projections, costs, and key metrics over the first 3 years of the product's life cycle. So we can start with our sales forecast here for each year. We can therefore use historical data, we can either use market research or our own expertise to make educated guesses. Next, we will detail out the various costs associated with the product. So these include the BUM, the bill of material, which is right now 0. However, they also include user adjusted costs as well as costs of goods sold here. And finally, we also have the contribution margin, which is a vital metric. So it's the difference between our revenue and the cost of goods sold, and it helps us to understand our profitability. Finally, we can also choose if we want to have a linear growth by selecting or clicking on the Boolean here. This will help us to see how our product will grow in the future years, which is also very important for us. Now, moving on to the product level input section, we can now enter our assumptions for the product launch. So, for example, we can enter the resource costs to launch it. We can enter also other costs to launch it, as well as our customer level costs. This information is then used to calculate the total investment to launch it and the expected rate of return, respectively the rate of the net present value. Now, moving on to the customer level input section here to the right again, we can do basically the same. So this section again provides us with a more granular detail about a specific customer segment we might plan to target. For example, we can input the planned launch date, we can enter resource costs to launch it, as well as other costs to launch for each customer segment. Alright, moving now a little bit further down, we can see our revenue and contribution plan here. So this chart shows our projected revenue as well as contribution margin. The red line we can see here represents our planned revenue over time, while the black line is showing our projected revenue contribution. But also notice these peaks as well as dips here, which can be due to some marketing campaigns as well as seasonal fluctuations. Moving further down, we can see that on the left we have a graph which shows our cumulative cash flow plan. We can see the initial investment phase and how it impacts our overall cash flow. Again, to the right here, we can see our return of investment analysis on the product level, which provides us with a clear picture of our product's profitability. Similarly, the customer level return of investment analysis provides us with a more focused view on customer specific metrics. This is a more granular view, and it allows us really to tailor our marketing efforts and target specific customer segments. Finally, I would suggest we move down to the last part of our dashboard, where we can see how our new launch of the laptop 16 might affect our sales of the current version here, which is the 15 one. So one of the key features here is this cannibalized return of investment analysis section to the right. It quickly tells us the overall impact on our business including the net ROI, including the payback period days, as well as the net present value rate. And this really helps us to make informed decisions about whether to proceed with the new product launch or not. So I hope you liked the short introduction into the new product launch dashboard of our Supply Chain Insight series, and stay tuned for the upcoming ones in the area of demand planning. Please feel free to contact us anytime for additional questions. Thank you.